Hello everybody, how are you? Hope you're all good. So I've got this application here that I've been building. You might have seen me build it in a different video. And we're not gonna add some AI, but we're gonna use AI to improve it. So right now essentially you pick a room in the house, which got all the rooms here. And then essentially you can adjust the volume, blah blah blah, and you speak. That's all. It just records an announcement and it sends it to the speaker. It uses the Sonos speakers, it uses some API stuff we built. So, let me take you over the code. You'd have seen the code before. But, this is it. Right? That's all that creates the view. And then this is the class that makes... What am I trying to say? The class that sends the audio is also just as simple. So, you got this API URL. We don't actually use that. That's interesting. We got the fetch rooms, so you're fetching the rooms from Sonos with auth. That's just the list of rooms. That comes with the little icon and everything. Pulling that out of the database. Get a load of rooms. Function, send the audio, so send up a file name, file name, intercom audio, blah blah blah, to the autoplay section. Okay. So that's kind of it. That's kind of the code. It's quite simple. What I want to do with this is I'm going to talk to ChatGPT, and we're going to try and prompt it to allow me to pick more than one room. Maybe, I don't know, pick more than one room is the main thing. I want to be able to pick. So right now, I could do the intercom, say, in the bathroom. But I want to be able to do the intercom in like the bathroom, the conservatory, whatever. They can play separately. So what I don't think I'll be doing is updating the send audio to handle rooms. I'm going to leave it with one at the moment, because if you look at the server side, where's the server side? The server side component, this play audio route, hasn't got any ability to be asynchronous with the rooms, because it's just playing the play on speaker clip file name, reading from the directory. So that needs some work there, and I think realistically that's going to work at this back end. So I've got a Sonos API that somebody made that I've written, which is quite custom. Essentially communicates with Sonos and plays the clips and stuff. That's what this communicates with. This is the back end pre any authentication. There's no authentication on this URL. That's why it's internal only. But that's going to need a lot of work to make that handle rooms. So I think for now we just call this function for every room we want to play. The audio is going to be slightly out of sync or something like that. What we need to do essentially is group the rooms, play the audio, ungroup the rooms. But I'm going to have to work out how to do that. That's a later problem. A bit outside of the scope. But let's go talk to ChatGPT. Let's take this code. Safari it is. Hello. So I'm just prompting ChatGPT. I'm going to say that I've got allows you to play messages in rooms that I pick. I want support for more than one room. And does this have the save code in it? Are we using app storage? Okay. No, we're not. We do save, don't we? Selected room on a pair. Yeah. So this gives me a new VStack. This makes the I hate it when it does this, but I guess this is probably the best way to do it. Can you just give me all the code? I'm going to test if this works at the moment. So conservatory. Hello. Hello. Okay, that got the audio. Hopefully that's not stopped the audio for OBS. I'm just going to check. Nope, you can still hear me. Good. Just like indefinite. It's quite funny. Okay, this gives me all the code. Oh, no, it's not finished yet. Let's update that. Bloop, bloop. I've copy and pasted that. My hope is, essentially, it should have written it so that... Yeah, it's done it so that we're going to loop over the rooms. Okay, this might mean we now have the ability to pick... If this has done it, this is going to be a really short video. We wait now. So while waiting, my thoughts on sort of AI. So I'm quite a fan of using ChatGPT for getting it to solve code problems. It's not the best interface because Xcode would be great with a built-in AI agent, wouldn't it? But I use ChatGPT quite a lot. Copy pasting code elements into that and all that sort of stuff. And what do I think? I think it's okay. Like, that's okay to do, and I think realistically these days most people agree that it should be done as opposed to just like typing out the code yourself. You can get better code. I'm not saying you always get better code. What I think is important is you have to be able to understand and debug the code you get out. Like, if I look at this code, I understand that we're creating a view, creating some VStacks for selecting the rooms. We're using this on tap gesture, which I know limits ability for accessible people to access this feature because we're not using a standardized button or something like that. You then get the volume slider. It's handling that. Whatever. Anyway, I understand all the features it's written in my code. And I think that's crucial. I think what you've got, when you use an AI, you've got to be able to understand what it produces. This has probably worked. I've got to log in. You've got to be able to understand what comes out of it. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, I don't know, you know. Let's try this. Let's go kitchen conservatory. It's not too bad. Hello. Hello. Okay. I don't know if you heard that, but they both work. So this clearly works, and it says it's played. I just don't know what I think about how this looks. Is this just using a for each loop in a VStack? Okay, if it is. Let's add, that's the horizontal stack. So the divider. Why has this not gone with a list view? Let's go with a list view. So let's go with a list. Let's try this in a list. That might make it look slightly nicer because it looks a bit rough right now, I'll be honest. I don't get what it is with this simulator and the Face ID simulation, but it don't work. This time's out after a second. There we go. Well, that's definitely not worked, has it? Where's me fucking rooms? I wonder if it's to do with how list Okay, let's get back to this view. Let's get back to this. Now, what if we remove this? I reckon the list view is struggling to compute its own height. I press the button again. The login button's a lot more obvious than the change user button that does appear. This is just a temporary password, it's not a permanent password. Okay, that's not that. Undo, 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 undo. I'm going to go with this divider. It's just me coding this, really. I don't know what I've titled this, but this is just me coding, really, at this point, isn't it? Like, you guys are just watching. Hope you're enjoying. But yeah, it's quite... AI is quite good at all this stuff. Like, it's doing a good job. I'm not worried it's going to take my job, anyway. But I do worry that the lack of ability to understand its output is going to become more and more of an issue. I like this. Tell you what. I'm going to add the ability to quick select all rooms. I think that should be a quick deselect all rooms. I think that should be quite a good one. Let's re-add the divider. This is saying there's an issue with that. That's because that probably doesn't exist. There we go. We've just... we've now added the ability to select all rooms. I don't know how this is going to work. We're going to see. So, what we got here? Hopefully my hair's not a mess. Is my hair a mess? You can't really tell. It's fine. I shouldn't be so worried. You're too interested in my code. Now we can select all rooms in the list. And deselect all rooms in the list. Why are we not getting no icon for some of these? Okay. I don't know the answer to the question. Well, I know the answer to the problem. So the room system icon SVG is blank. I want to say it's house. It's in the SF symbol beta. They're all SF symbols. Essentially, we're showing these SF symbol house. Let's just go at house. That way we always get a little symbol next to each other. Let me run that. Let me build that, and then we'll call this a day. Hope you've enjoyed. Like, oh fucking hell, my computer's on fire. Maybe I'll show you something else quickly. Maybe, let's see if there's something else I can show you. That's not what I'm gonna do. There we go. So now, oh no, okay, now we've got houses and stuff, and then they can all just be picked. Test. Test. It's sort of echoing around. Test. That's fucking weird. Test. It's sort of echoed around the house as they all played individually. Ah, spooky. Is that because we were waiting? I reckon this awaits. And it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's async. It's not async. It's completion handler based. Okay, so we shouldn't wait. But anyway, that's spooky. But it works. Cool. What are some of the other stuff I've been up to recently? Voice memos. This is just a voice. This is a voice memo. It's supposed to look like the iOS app. I'm going to implement this in my document storage. I'll log in here again. So this is our document storage application. Store the documents, quickly accessible. I don't think there's anything I can show you in here. And click on like test of test. This is just test code. You got like hidden documents, locked documents, all this sort of stuff. This is quite good. This is actually in the App Store. I would not recommend you download it. Right, it's shit. It's not a production ready application, but it's in the App Store because we have some friends who use it because we store the documents in there and we do the sharing. Reporting. Actually, I'm not going to allow you into that. But essentially, reporting is problem reporting. We've got problems in the house, we report them, build it up, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I do have for this. I don't know if it'll let me add it here. This doesn't have. Oh, it does have a control center. I have created. Add control. Test application. Home. Why didn't that show up? But anyway, I do have an extension that you can. I can just show you on my phone. I have the little extension down here, this one. That when I press it, it takes me into the application, and that will now take me to the new UI when I push that out. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Let's stop this here. Nice to talk to you all.